This is a content warning. All episodes of Mysteries Unknown may include foul language, fantasy violence, blood and gore, and worst thing of all, sexual content. Listener discretion is advised.
All right, so we'll cut. So as you all start to make your way to the old gym, it's going to fast forward and cut to Aidan. I assume is already there waiting for Marcus and Codi.
Yeah, I'm like, depending on how the area is like set up, I'll probably like, we set a basketball. Gym, right? It's like a gymnasium, like an old gymnasium.
It's a really small old gymnasium, but it's like basketball court set up. There's sets of It's like the really old school bleachers that were like built into the building. They can't like move back or anything.
Like small YMCA style, like tiny thing.
Okay, I see it.
So like these wooden bleachers, like it's like you can see like some have been kind of repaired by select people over time, and then other parts are just broken. Like the basketball goals have no nets on them anymore. Yeah, kind of deal.
So like I'm sitting on one of the bleachers. You know, I'm on my phone, just like kind of waiting there.
Yeah, and then the doors are never really locked on this place most of the time because no one just cares about it anymore. Mm-hmm. And that's when Codi and Marcus walk in.
And you can't do that, Marcus. You could have literally gotten grounded for when we came back, like pre-detention.
Oh, are Codi and Marcus just been arguing this entire time as they make their way to the gym?
I'm giving a segue.
Yeah.
Listen, I get it, but at the same time, I'm not going to stand for it. I wasn't raised that way.
And I live with it. I know how this works.
And like Aidan kind of like you can hear him clapping, just like real nice guys. How do I manage to be the tallest person in the school and you get caught? That's insane to me. But you know, anyways,
you didn't have to deal with Giga, all right?
Just puts a hand to her forehead, like I just.
Like I said, first name Chad, last name Giga.
Yeah. So I kind of go like, yeah, I could only imagine how that could have been. Couldn't be me though. Yeah, so, what? You're still alive. That's a good thing. That's a good place to start. How did it go?
Well, he wants us to keep our ears to the ground. Apparently he's just as curious about this as we are now.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, so what was the commotion about? And I assume you just fill me in off of what we already know.
Yeah, Codi would just say, remember that gang that I was mentioning? Apparently, her daughter, Emily, has gone missing.
Another one?
Mm-hmm. Apparently after school. Hasn't come back yet. Doesn't want her daughter to end up being another one of the missing cases that might not come back.
Wait, I know Emily. What is going on? When did this start happening?
Well, Emily, according to her mother, according to Allison, Emily went missing yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
As for the actual missing kids in general, well, hard to say. That's something we need to find out.
Yeah.
So right off the bat, you guys would know that these students kind of disappearing has been happening for a while, but then they'd be gone for like maybe a few days or up to a week, but then they would just reappear, but they would like be completely different, and then they'd be just hanging around and I call it the Infection Gang, but it's actually the Infection Club, but everyone switches between gang and club, depending on who you talk to, we'll say. So
yeah.
That's fair.
Okay, so wait. And this is Aidan talking. It's like, so they disappear for a couple days, and then they're just back in the school and completely different, not themselves. So we can probably get a hold of one of them, one of the students who disappeared.
Possible.
It's possible.
We just have to find them. But
Do
what
we-
he wants us to do is pretty
I
much
guess
wants
we-
us to be his.
He wants us to be his ears, his eyes and ears.
Wait.
Yeah.
So, not only did he not kill you on the spot, he gave you a job.
Well,
He might
that's-
actually be lightening up a little bit.
I would not go that far.
I count on it.
Just both of us at the same time.
Yeah.
Oh, such the golden retriever that Aidan is.
I'm glad you're optimistic. It's cute. Keep that going, but probably not.
Okay.
I'm gonna go on a limb and say none of us know where these infected hang out.
I haven't heard anything yet, but as soon as I started looking around, Allison made her debut.
Okay. All right. Well,
I'll talk to the secretary of the student council if I see her. Maybe she knows something. She's pretty cheerful and people person.
okay. I mean, I could talk to the guys on the swim team. Maybe they might know something too.
I've got the
Um,
squad.
And I'll also bring up Codi, and actually Aidan, both Aidan and Codi would know this. You all know that there's supposed to be like a big old party happening at some other abandoned place tonight.
Oh yeah,
that
and
a lot of these students are going to go to.
One, gross, abandoned and gross building, but two, yeah, no, that's fair.
like, oh wait, Cody. There's that party that's supposed to happen later tonight, right?
Yeah, one of those weird let's go rave at an abandoned location type deals.
Ugh.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. And she kind of like
we
nods
can-
to Marcus's little recoil there.
yeah. So I guess we could figure some stuff out there.
Yeah,
Marcus?
you all would know that these are called basically devil raves. As
Devil
like
rave?
all sorts of like craziness and debauchery is known to happen during them
Our
sometimes.
school is so edgy. Our school is a young adult novel.
Yeah.
It's to fit with the Hellion mascot of the high school.
For
so-
sure.
So yeah, I'll also shoot an invite to Marcus. I'm just like, hey, I don't know if you heard about it, but feel free to come by.
Yeah, I'll be there. Much.
Sweet. All right. Look at that. We already have leads. We sound like a group of like investigators.
Cute.
There's some alright.
Yeah.
So, do we just want to fast forward to the party, or is there anything you guys want to do before that?
Well, I'm assuming that the Spirit Week festivities already happened. Like there was the whole meet the athletics team thing, and
Yeah, it would probably be like the end of the day party, and then as soon as the bell rang, we'd probably all celebrate and leave the janitor a terrible decision for tomorrow morning.
yeah. So I guess I guess we'll fast forward to the party, unless there's anything that happens in between there. MC. Anything to try and get us in between that time?
I got nothing really planned for that. That's why I asked you if y'all want to do anything, but we can go ahead.
Yeah.
All
that's
right, so how do y'all get there?
fine. Cody's whip.
Oh boy.
Cody has the car.
Yeah.
So
I'm
you
being
all,
nice.
so you all are heading down to Cross End for this Devil's Rave that is going on. Because most high schoolers know this is the Cross End is usually like the one place you can get away with almost anything and everything in the city.
Oh boy.
Okay, how about you? I don't know if you want to. I don't want to put you on the spot, but describe what Cross End looks like. Give us the look of the land kind of thing.
You don't want to put the
No.
DM whose job it is on the.
No,
I mean,
it's
it's
perfectly
hard.
fine because Cross End was the main part of the city in the Demons of Cross End case, and how I describe it is this is basically it's considered like the slums of the city, but it's more it's not poor, but more really low middle class.
Okay,
So it's
all right.
it's a borderline between the low regular low middle class and poor, basically.
So we can say the inner city, kind of the bad area of the inner city.
It is to
It's-
use modern
well-
parlance, urban.
So Cross End, if you actually look at a map, it's almost on. It's like down and almost at the end of the city, which is also part of why it's called Cross End, because it's like one end of the city. So there's like some buildings and some factories there, but a lot of it's like either closed or just run down a little bit, but it's not entirely ruinous.
Mm-hmm.
And so you know that, but there's like this abandoned factory that this Devil Rave is going to be holed at in Cross End.
Oh yeah, I see it now. Yeah, it's like literally at the bottom of the map. Yeah. Okay. So on our way there, like in the car, we're probably talking about like, you know, because Cody, you got to look, or did you see any of the infection club, infection gang, like what they look like, or you just heard about them in the hallways?
Just heard about them. I guess people are just talking about their sudden appearance and making waves and all that
Yeah.
stuff.
So we don't know what they look like, you know, what they usually wear.
I mean, I'm assuming they're not dressed like the Mean Girls with that name.
Yeah, I'm assuming that they're like pretty punk, pretty edgy, kind of like the rockers, the misfit gang of the school, you know?
Maybe.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, we're kind of just discussing our plan of attack here, you know?
I assume Cody would have the car like stopped like a couple blocks away, and then they just walk through
Yeah.
the party.
Yes.
So
Somewhere
as you all-
safe. I don't want it taken, but yes.
As you all get out of the car, I had to ask, what are your rave outfits?
Oh boy.
Marcus is, knowing he was going to a rave, Mark is literally dressed up like a cyberpunk, like literally someone out of cyberpunk. He's literally wearing like a light up Hanya mask. He's got like a wooden sword on his back. He actually has his real Mythos relic sword on his hip.
Oh my god.
Nobody.
Way to make yourself an
Oh, I love
excuse
it.
to have it. Wonderful.
We'd love to see it. Okay.
He's wearing like bright neon, like just this like bright like neon, like kind of greenish blue coat, black like cargo pants, and like boots with these white laces.
And the boots with the fur.
The whole
Yeah.
club looking at her.
Oh yeah, and then in his hair, because he changed up his dreads, they're in a top knot with like the hairpins like running throughout the sign an X. He's like he is in full like cyberpunk like tech wear.
I don't know why. I'm imagining Marcus would put like glow sticks in or at the ends of his dreads.
He'll probably have maybe some tie to the they were probably dangling off of the hairpins, like the needles. They'd be
That's
dangling
cool.
off of it.
All right, Aidan, what's your rave
Aidan?
outfit?
Aiden doesn't really have a rave outfit. Aiden is like, I don't know what to say, like vanilla. You know what I mean? He probably hasn't been to like a rave, you know, but like he's probably been to some pretty like cool parties, you know. So he's probably just wearing a pretty casual outfit, like just a a dad hat. He has like like what is it? Not a Letterman jacket, but just like a jacket. It has some like sewn on patches. He definitely has like the one dangly earring, because that's just the kind of person that Aidan is, you know. He's a dangly earring kind of guy. Yeah, he's just like pretty casual. I can like drop a picture. The podcast viewers won't see it, but you guys will get the gist of it. But like super casual, you know, not really a rave outfit, but just like a going out to a party outfit, you know.
All right, and then Cody.
Alright. Cody is, of course, probably like doing some sort of matching thing with whatever cheerleaders are going. So I think like we're gonna say that they went with some sort of like we have to stand out but also still look really good. Because we need to be talked about. We're the cheerleaders, right? So it's more than likely a I have pictures and I've had a character wear this in the past. But we got a panda onesie, nice and fluffy, with candy everywhere. Probably demonias, those like cloth lace up things like up her legs that are probably like black light. anything that's blacklight available is blacklight, and she probably has like a blacklight tutu on. Gotta go all the way.
I fucking love it.
So like the other cheerleaders are probably like a tiger, a bear, like we've probably done some sort of silly theme.
Above below that image of basically Marcus's fit.
Yeah.
You just look like you broke in.
There's
It's
a
like-
samurai. There's a
so like-
samurai. Sorry.
No, go ahead. You go first.
I was gonna say we have a samurai, a bear, and then a vanilla.
Yeah, super vanilla. Because Aiden's already tall as hell, right? He stands out enough. So like,
One of the conversations we had was Codi definitely saying, "I have to get you things. This is not acceptable."
yeah. He almost puts like no effort into his clothing at all. You know what I mean? He's kind of just like black t-shirt, jeans, and I don't know, just like a hat. You know?
This
He's
is
like-
unacceptable. I
Yeah.
can't do
It's
this.
like it's like if you're hanging out with. Yeah, Cody's like, if you're hanging out with me, you have to do better.
You have to do better than this. You're going to be made fun of. This is not okay. This is a fashion faux pas. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Right. So you all start making your way towards this warehouse, and as you get closer, you go to the boom, 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 boom of the like techno electro music just blaring as high volume as it can go in this abandoned warehouse and like abandoned factory. And there's like a couple guys just like, and you recognize Aidan as like just jocks from like the football team right off the bat. And as you guys approach, it's like student IDs. And I'm going to say you all have like student IDs from your school that you could show them to get in.
Yep. Mine's probably like on a lanyard, so I don't lose it.
Marcus is like, he's got so many belts and clips on him, he's just got on like a random hook or something.
Yeah, so the guys like see your IDs and they wave you all in, opening the door. And you all walk in, and even though like all the outfits of everyone is colorful, all the lights are just completely red as can be. Just red strobe lights, red flashing. It's just all red to fit with the theme.
That's
So
just like some Devil May Cry, baby.
Yeah.
Yep, perfect.
yeah, it's all red, and Marcus is sticking out like a sore thumb in his outfit. But as you all look around, it's like you see like already off the top, you see there's kegs getting used up. There's like people like going to the upstairs room where like there's like people throwing mattresses off the top of the balcony.
Jesus.
You see people just huddled over a table snorting up who knows what already.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I kind of turn to you guys, and I'm just like, the music is kind of loud, isn't it?
That's the point.
It's like, oh right, gotcha.
It's like, can we please hurry up?
Yeah, and I guess I would kind of start looking around to see if I recognize anybody. You know what I mean? If I know anybody here, I'd know a couple of them, obviously, because
I would say the majority of like the school is there. So you see like a lot of the popular kids, and you see like some of the kids that were treated nobodies that either got brought along with some of the popular kids or all that. So anyone that is to know from the school is there that you know of.
Gotcha.
Sports teams, cheerleaders, dance teams, even like there's like a group of nerds all like they got TVs up in the corner and they were playing on like an Xbox One.
They're playing Smash Brothers for sure.
Oh, definitely. Huge ass Smash Bros tournament going on in the corner.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of like,
Yeah, so we're in full-on party mode, right? So I guess this is where we would split and we would try to get our information,
Yep.
So yeah, I'm gonna go around and like sort of, at first I'll be like, okay, and I'm like yelling because the music is real. I'm like, okay, so I'm going to go over here and I'm going to try to figure out who knows what. Cool.
Literally
and
halfway through you talking, Cody's just going to walk off toward the
I'm just-
cheerleaders.
and I'm just like, cool, okay, Marcus, I'm gonna go over here and figure out what I know. Cool, and I stick up 2 thumbs up.
He's like, he just kind of pats you on the shoulder. He like reaches up and just like, all right, fam.
I'm like, awesome. And yeah, I'm gonna go over to
Aidan finger guns and walks off.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. No. I'm gonna be like, finger guns. And, I make my way to where like the other athletes are kind of like chilling, I guess, in like the lounge area. You know what I mean?
So you're going over to the jocks that are all over this beer keg, technically at the moment.
Yeah, no, the beer keg. Yeah, I'm gonna go towards the beer keg where people are like,
all right.
Yeah.
Where's Codi going?
Right to the cheerleaders who are probably all already on the dance floor, just having a good time. She's gonna go squish in with them and make it seem like she's there to party until she can see something otherwise.
Yeah, you see, like, there's a handful of your cheerleading squad that are on the floor. You see the others, like, just taking, like, groups of guys up to the upper floor with them to do...
Sounds about right.
you know what they're gonna be doing. You're not gonna... But it's like, the thought of it just makes you shudder. Like, ugh.
Yep, no, you guys do have fun.
Not fetch.
Yeah, that is okay. Bye. Use a condom.
And then, what's Marcus gonna be doing?
Marcus would be looking out to see if he sees the student council secretary, because she's pretty popular, so he figures she might be here.
Who is the student council secretary?
She is a girl named Mia, and she is, as simple as possible, she's Chica from Kaguya-sama.
From what again? I'm sorry?
Kaguya-sama Love is War. Have you ever seen that anime? She's Chica.
I haven't seen that one either, so.
Just like bright, bubbly, like, hi, how are you? It's a wonderful day. Like, I'm talking full on airhead.
Gotcha. Okay.
We stand bimbos in this house.
So
We do.
I'm going to start with Marcus first because I'm going to have so much fun with this scene at the moment.
Bimbos are valid, okay?
So you see her, she's just kind of chatting it up with some people. Like there's like a bunch of guys just kind of just chatting it up with her, but she's just being her usual self. It's not like she's flirting with them or anything. She sees, but as you're walking back over to her, she sees you, and it's like she literally gets hearts in her eyes and just runs at you and tackles you into a big hug.
Oh,
It's like Marky Poo.
If you've been glomped at any point in time, it's probably time to schedule that midlife exam.
Yep.
Wait, what?
Have you never heard
AKA
of glomping?
glomping, the whole tackling somebody when you're going to hug them, was a thing in like the early 2000s.
That was early anime.
So it's like, by the way, if this ever happened to you, you're probably like in your 30s now.
I am 30, so be quiet.
Exactly. Trust me, I felt called out too, okay?
I had no idea what glomping is.
Yeah, no,
I
you're
was
like a
just-
weeb, and you're like a
Hear
weeb.
you? How old are you?
I'm like 31. I have no clue what this is.
Then maybe you just got lucky.
I'm gonna say, nah, if you're like a weeb between the ages of like 27 and like 33 and you hear the word glomp, you should break out in a cold sweat.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna say like she doesn't like tackle you to the floor. It's just a hard where it's like you're like ooh, and you kind of step back a little bit, but you keep your balance, kind of deal. And she's got just arms wrapped around you, this big old hug, and she's like, "Marky Poo."
I think he died. She
And
killed
that's
him.
Marcus, and he's dead. New character.
He got static sick glomp.
Steam coming off his face.
Instant 6 status. Sorry.
Then he died. He got static 6 glomped.
Highly unfortunate. Just the GTA wasted across the screen.
Yeah. So she looks up at you, and she's like, "I didn't know you were going to be here tonight. Are you okay?"
Just Stunlock. Oh no, my boy.
Do I need to move to someone else for a second?
Yeah, like Marcus is just like complete, like you know in anime, like the spiral eyes. He's kind of just like that for a second.
It's actually Stunlock.
So do you want me to switch to someone else, or are you good to start the monologue
You
now?
poor baby. And virtual head pats.
Like my boy.
All right. Devil, are you good to go?
Yeah, I'm good to
plug,
start. Yeah, I'm good to start. You want to start with me?
Okay, so yeah, she ran up to you, gave you a big old hug, and said, "I didn't know you were going to be here tonight."
Oh no, that was me saying that was good. That was Devil. Sorry.
What'd you say again? I'm sorry.
No, that was Devil saying that was me. I was saying that was good, not Aidan.
Oh.
I think Aidan might actually be having trouble genuinely.
Sorry.
You
So,
want to cut over to Aidan?
No, Aidan is who. Oh no, wait. I'm sorry. Were you doing me or Aidan first?
I was
where are
asking you first, Marcus. Because I want to have fun with this scene because
Oh,
you
sorry.
missed the secretary. That
So
was the
sorry.
idea. That's why I'm trying to get you to talk.
You were the one that got the hug, Marcus.
Oh my bad. I misheard Aidan for some reason. I am
Did
so
I say
sorry.
Aiden? I thought I said Marcus. Or who knows what I could have said.
I am so sorry. My
Oh,
bad.
you're good,
When
you're
she like tackles me.
No, Codi is going to the cheerleader she sees on the dance floor. Marcus is going to the jocks on the beer keg.
No,
You
that's
felt
me. That's me.
that
Aidan is going
you went to the jocks on the beer keg. Marcus, you saw the student council secretary who tackled you into a hug and asked you and said she didn't know you were going to be here tonight.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, once I get tackled, Marcus, he'll stumble back and he'll be like, oh, Jesus. He'll, return the hug, because he does she's good people, right? Like, he likes her. Not like that, but, she's good people. And he'll be like, listen, Aidan made me his +1. It's the only reason I'm here.
And she's like, oh, he's such a sweetheart, but not as sweet as you. And she just squeezes you harder.
Oh,
This
God.
chick does not hide the fact that she likes you more than anyone else in the school.
Okay. He's up and he's like legit. He's like when you're in kickboxing, when you're in a grapple and you tap
WWE, he's tapping out.
Yeah, he's please.
She loosens the grip, and now she's just kind of holding your hands, both hands just kind of swinging them a little bit. She's like, "So did you want to find me for something?"
I
I'm
actually
immediately starting a rumor that you guys are dating. Just saying.
In typical Codi fashion, yes.
Absolutely.
He feels like Marcus just feels a spine chill. And he's like, "There's some disturbers in the force."
Absolutely.
But she will be like, he'll take her to an empty seat and maybe a quiet corner somewhere and then ask her, have you heard anything about this new gang or club going around?
Okay, so we're gonna make this an investigation roll, and because I'm loving this scene and you set this up so well, you're gonna start with a +1 for that too, for setting up such a wonderful scene for me to mess with.
Fair enough.
So yeah, I'm kind of a rule cool with this too. So if I think something's really good, I'll give y'all a bonus or something. Usually, so.
It's much appreciated.
So what text are you gonna use?
I would say, well, no, that's student council room, not student council. I would say negotiation and could I use the crew power tag of clout?
Now, just remember though, once you use that tag, it's technically burned, and you can't use it until you bring it back.
Okay.
So-
I should check with the rest of the group. Y'all okay with that one?
No, absolutely, Brandon.
yeah,
if you need it.
Totally.
Yeah, if everyone else is okay with you using it, then yeah, go ahead and you can add that. So that would be you're at
Plus
3
two.
now. Yeah.
Oh, you +3. Sorry, with the +1 again.
Yeah, I'll blanket it right now. If you need to use a tag, use a tag. It doesn't bother me in the least.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
It just means that, the best opportunity we should take, I think there's a flip called Black Sheep. Not Black Sheep. There's a flip that allows us to bring it back once during game. So if you burn it, we can bring it back for one more roll. And, that's it for the game.
Okay, got a 9 on that roll.
Nice.
Okay, so you get 3 clues. So what 3 questions are you going to ask?
Has she heard anything about the infection gang?
And she's just kind of being she gives you the kind of the anime look of deep in thought, and she's like, "Oh, you mean that infection club everyone's been talking about? Yeah,
Yes.
I've heard about them. Just a bunch of what's the word I'm looking for? Just a bunch of normies, I guess it's described. No one really of great importance."
Then he'll ask, do you know exactly when or where Emily went missing?
She's thinking again. She's like, "Well, I know I wasn't there, but I know that a lot of people heard that her mom and the principal got into this big fight. Apparently, this Emily that you're talking about went missing yesterday.
And one more, let's see. Who set up this rave? Did you catch
And
that?
she gives you this confusing look. I'm like, dang. It's like, wasn't it on the list of what the John wanted you to have funds for?
Okay. When she asks that, can I...
You funded a drug party.
Knowing how the student council was, it was probably written under something else, and Marcus just probably didn't realize.
Okay, so it probably he would have snuck it in under something else without me realizing he actually got kind of clever with it.
Yeah.
Okay. And when he says that, he'll kind of like, she'll ball his fist and be like, I'll deal with that later.
And she just gingerly just takes your hand in hers, and she's like, oh, no, there's no need to fight. Why don't you come and dance with me?
All right, let's dance.
Ooh.
Yeah, and she leads you by the hand onto the dance floor. Of course, making sure to keep some distance away from Cody, so...
Took her to a corner, they're holding hands. Yep, rumors there.
Again, just there's a disturbance.
And Cody...
So we know who the Rizzler is of the group. Nice.
He's got the Riz! Marcus got the Riz! Oh my god!
Yep. Riz is just like who has game, essentially. Yeah.
It's short
So,
for charisma.
as we go to the dance floor, the camera's gonna pan over to Cody with her two cheerleading friends. We'll call them, Keely and Kaylee.
Oh,
Sure,
God.
they're twins.
So cool.
Oh no.
They're twins, they're both dressed as, like, tigers.
Keely and Kaylee, they're just your stereotypical ditzy blondes.
Perfect.
Yeah. But they're the ones that's like, they do everything together, so...
Oh yeah, no, I can definitely imagine they're, like, either twins or, like, that besties to the point where they look like each other anyway. One's, like, a white tiger, and the other one's, like, the regular orange tiger. They're, like, almost completely matched.
Yeah, it's like twins and besties combined into
Yep.
these two girls.
Oh god.
As they both are just like, Cody! And they also tickle you into a hug as well.
That's fine. It's a cheerleader thing. We just bounce
like,
and giggle.
Kind of like the girl talk kind of deal.
Yep, she's gonna... It's all an act, but she's going with it. But she's immediately just gonna, like, be like, so, Marcus, secretary, you see that, right?
And the girls look over and they see Marcus dancing with... Oh, crap. What do we name her again? I
Mina?
forgot already.
Miko.
Miko?
Miko.
Oh, Mika, okay.
Yeah, so the twins look over and they see Marcus dancing with Miko and they're just like, aww.
Right?
Oh,
Because-
right, I hate it here.
Because let's be honest, despite Marcus not being like the popular student, he's still pretty attractive. So some girls in the school do have their eyes on him every now and then.
Yeah.
The attractive silent type, yeah. The unknown attractive silent
Yeah.
type.
So the girls are just like, "Aw, we need to spread this around," and the other one's like, "Yeah, let's do that." They immediately start quickly texting on the high school forum.
They share a brain cell.
Automatically a tweet, like...
They just like pulled out the phone, like snapped the phone. I was like, fucking
School council, treasurer, and secretary, newest Charlie School heartthrobs.
Hashtag Minkus, M-I-N-K-U-S.
I hate it here.
Oh yeah, the joint name. Yeah.
I despise it here.
That's so good.
You're welcome.
So,
Marcus' soul just left him.
Marcus doesn't even know about this yet. He
Just senses this heaviness in the room.
so I'm assuming you're going to do an investigate roll now, Cody.
Yeah, I think.
Start off +1 because of just this. Just
And
this.
tears. At least this time, aside from my confidence in the fact that I'm a cheerleader, I get to add that I'm generally attractive, so people would talk to me if I talk to them.
Alright, hang on 1 second.
Minkus.
I can't apply any weakness tax to this, so you're rolling +4.
Fantastic. I think, maybe.
I rolled a double 1 on a +4. It's okay.
You make a good point.
Well, it's a double 1 on +3, but close enough, yeah.
Oh, yeah, +3, yeah.
Alright. If you guys hear my dog bark, I'm so sorry. It should be muffled. I have my door closed, but I have no idea. So roll 2d6 +4. 11.
So you get 4 clues. All straight up answers.
Alright, so she is going to. You know what? I'm gonna be a jerk. She's gonna find one of those hang back goth kids, the ones that are here because their friends are here but aren't normally a social creature, and the type that a cheerleader doesn't usually go up to, so they're a little bit surprised when they do. And sorry, go ahead.
I'm gonna say, you look across from the dance floor to the other side, you see the same version of the South Park goth kids just all lounging in a sofa.
Perfect.
Yeah.
This is just the cinemas version of the South Park goth kids. They're all just sitting there, just
Just apathetic, just I can't believe we're here.
It's like
I'm
we
just
had
here to
nothing better
smoke and make
do.
fun of people.
With the goth kids from South Park.
Pretty much, yeah. But yeah, so she'll wander over and kind of zero in on one, and hand on the hip, kind of try and catch their attention to stay on her, and she'll be like, "So, infection game shit, they moving in on you guys? Kind of are they trying to take over your goth spotlight type of slide it as?"
You just see the girl in the group just kind of looks at you. She's just like, they only wish they could be us.
So you do know of them, and that'll be my second little thing.
It's kind of hard not to know about them. It's like they've been making their way around the school. Bunch of normies, as a lot of people want to call them.
Very
They
young.
just sound like me. Holy shit.
So I guess the third question would be, so do you know who leads them, or who's been the big name?
One of the guys this time is just like, I don't know his name, but it's something Cheng, I believe. Vector, not sure. It's one of those two.
Edgy. And then I guess my last question would be, have you guys seen any of them here tonight?
Hold on 1 second real quick.
Sure.
You figure out what this guy looks like before I forget. Man, this is great. I'm loving this.
Yeah, this is actually really cool.
Yeah.
I'm digging the vibe.
I'm gonna step away for a quick second, but I'll be right back.
That's okay.
Go ahead. I'm trying to remember. I don't want to come up with something crazy for Victor. I wanted to see if he had a Victor. Can't remember his name. Okay, how is it not giving me anything for him? This is ridiculous.
Did you already have something written out for him?
Well, I'm trying to see if there was anything in this case file. If there was a thing for him, but I'm not seeing anything. I'm going to assume by Chang, he's going to look Asian to an extent. So I guess I just didn't know if that was correct or not. If they had anything put in mind for it. So
Okay, we can roll with it.
yeah, better safe than sorry in some cases.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm just imagining the pyro guy from Sky High.
So pyro guy from Sky. Oh
Yeah.
wow! I have not the movie that walks, so My Hero Academia could run.
Pretty much, yeah. The one where the redhead definitely should have gone out with the pyromaniac because her and that guy were a toxic relationship from the start. Absolutely.
It's debatable, but we'll save that for another day. It's a movie trope thing. That's how I kind of look at it. But either way.
Oh no, absolutely.
So yeah, basically like a brown-skinned version of this pyro dude is they all point towards the stairs area, and there's like a guy with like brown skin, the long black hair, maybe a lip, the snake bite piercings definitely. As he's just you see him turn, he's just looking around. He doesn't see you, but you see him as he's just walking up the stairs of this factory.
Gotcha. So she'll kind of keep an eye on that, and when she'll like wish them a good time for the party, and then kind of toddle off and text the boys that apparently either the leader or one of the members, Victor/Vector, because obviously she'll just put both. Chang just headed upstairs, but like all the cheerleaders are being gross up there, but he's apparently going that way.
So you're staying downstairs for the moment?
She's like moving toward the stairs, but she's not making it seem like she's going up yet.
Okay, so I'll say. So, Aidan, do we want to say that you start up your scene the same time as all this is happening, or do we want to say that you've been drinking for a little bit with the guys to try to kind of cozy up to them?
Yeah. So like, I already know all the guys. We're probably just drinking, talking, just hanging out, and
a couple upside down beer chugs later.
A little bit, yeah.
Oh God!
And plus, like, because I'm such like a big individual, I probably need a lot more beer than like the average person. So, like, yeah,
almost Flash-esque type of alcohol tolerance,
something
to
like
an extent.
That. Yeah.
So
yeah, I've kind of just been, lounging, cozying up. I haven't really been asking too many questions. I've just been like, oh, like, do you know about, just to save us for another investigation role, right? Like, I've probably just been asking general questions, like, oh, students have been disappearing, huh? Like, kind of weird,
Man has been vibing.
Yeah,
like, I don't know how much more that you could ask, but you're basically just kind of just reconfirming everything, basically at this point.
And like I guess the other members of like the swim team are just like, yeah, it's like really weird, like people just like disappearing, coming back. Yeah, just reconfirming stuff we already know. So the swim team knows about it too, all of the athletics team knows about what's been going on.
All right. And it's at this moment that after like a few beers, you have the strongest urge to use the restroom.
Yeah, and I'm just like, all right, guys, I'm just gonna head to the bathroom real quick. Cool. Be right back. And make my way there.
So we're gonna follow you to the restroom. So we're not gonna follow you. Use it really quick. Relieve yourself.
Yeah, for sure.
And you're washing your hands. And you're just kind of like, you hear someone else come in. It's one of those like, there's multiple bathrooms, so you're not really too much of paying attention. You suddenly feel as a pair of arms reaches around and a rope latches around your neck and begins to choke you out. And that's where we're going to end the session for today.
What?
Lol, sucks to be you.
We can't end it here. We can't.
Better you than me. Bye.
Oh my word.
That's so sick. No. 5 more minutes, please.
All right. Okay. Now we're going to do, because I've been messing this up before, and I was corrected by one of my wonderful players that we were supposed to do this every session. We're going to go to Geeking Out After the Credits.
Yay. Woo.
And this time we're going to do it the full length way, as usually, because I usually do it for one shots. It's just kind of shoot the shit kind of deal. So the 3 questions usually that the players can answer for Geeking Out during the credits are: how has the crew grown this session? It recovers a burnt crew power tag or mark attention on a crew theme. Which character had the most meaningful interaction with your character this session? Add 1 help point or 1 hurt point next to their name on your character card. And which of your themes is under the most strain? If it collapses, what new aspect will show up in its place? Write down the answer under flip side on that theme's card. And they can either answer all 3 of them or just a handful of them. It's all up to the players what they want to do. So we'll start with Chesh.
Mute button. My brain isn't necessarily forming a crew growth because I feel personally, it doesn't mean one of the others won't feel differently. This has kind of already been our dynamic, aside from like having a quest, so to speak.
Yeah.
Because I feel like this has just been our character's dynamic the whole time, even if we haven't been role playing them specifically. Most meaningful interaction is going to be Marcus, Mr. Stand By Me, in my time of need. Couldn't have imagined going through that without him, so he's gonna get a help point. You're welcome. And currently none of my cards are under strain.
All right, Devil.
Let's see. Yeah, I would say we haven't really grown much. This is just the dynamic. We now have a quest. His help point would probably go to Aidan for getting him as far as he did through the crowd. And
Sure.
Yeah. Because that was like a big, like, Marcus is not too positive he could have made it all the way, like, to the front the way he did. So it was like, okay, like, this guy, like, the big lug, he helped me out when I needed him.
I got you, my guy. I got you.
I've avoided the hurt point, yay.
Oh, is there any other questions you want to
Oh, no, that was it. Yeah.
None of your themes feel like are under strain at the moment?
None of my things are under strain. Not a one.
All right, then, Javii, take it away.
I want to say that, like, the fact... Oh, yeah, there hasn't been really much growth in our crew just yet. Like, first session. But I will say that me inviting... It was, like, really out of the way and, like, really offhanded. But, like, the fact that Aidan invited Marcus to the party... kind of like a meaningful invite or a meaningful interaction, because I don't think that Marcus would have had an invite. Like I don't think that anyone invited him per se, right?
No, they wouldn't.
Like Mika didn't know that he was going to be there, so yeah, I would say I'll put a help point on Marcus for that. And yeah, there hasn't been. Let me see here. I didn't really use much. Oh wait. Yeah, no, nothing really happened per se for any of my themes to be strained as of yet.
Might change real soon.
Yeah.
I love how we've derailed this so much already for the first session. We just went so off the rails, but I am living for it. So
yeah, like I'm surprised that like I rolled the snake eyes at the beginning, but it was
that was perfect.
But it was Marcus and Codi who got in trouble. I was just like I was waiting for like the principal.
You walked so we could run.
Yeah, exactly. More like trip and fell on my face so that you.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
You walked first and then fell over.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the rave scene has definitely been one of my favorite moments from this first session. From just how we set it up with everything going on, because we had Marcus getting tackled to the point where the player himself got confused for a moment.
Yeah,
I honestly thought about just like about Aidan there for a second. I was like, wait.
Yeah.
It's like Marcus got tackled so hard it affected the devil as well.
Like I said, when you like get glomped, you break into a cold sweat. Like
yeah,
flashbacks.
It knocks the meta out of you. You know what I mean? Yeah, like when we walked in and I'm just like yelling over over the music and like Codi just walks off and it's like okay. Like I feel like we're just kind of used to that by now. Like
oh, you're absolutely used to Codi pretending she has no idea who you are.
Yeah.
No, Marcus and Aidan are both used to it.
Even though Codi and Aidan are technically part of the same circle in a sense.
Oh yeah, no, she can be seen with him, just not when he's with Marcus, that's all. They can be seen as friends.
Marcus is like the weird one here.
Exactly.
Yeah, I really
You're
like
the nerd kid on the student council.
I think Principal Hollowell is one of my favorite NPCs so far that I've done. Just being able to play this, not even a bad guy, just a very unliked guy for the most part.
A very unlikable person.
I also like that he disliked Marcus's status as far as like his family being so middle class and like him just being this weird geek kid that he pretended to like his daughter.
Well, no, even if it was Aidan and not Marcus there, he would have done the exact same thing to Aidan because it's like he thinks he's above everyone.
Yeah, like Aidan,
status.
Like Aidan is probably like middle class. Like he's like just making it. You know what I mean? Well, maybe not just making it, but like Aidan has his own place. You know, because he's like
still. I dislike you so much. I'm going to pretend to like my daughter to use it against you.
yeah, exactly.
It's great.
Marcus definitely was going to stand 10 in the stands there.
I feel like the Principal Hollowell would do like some sort of arranged marriage for his daughter with another higher up in the city.
Kill me.
If it ever came down to it, yeah.
I'm never leaving the mirror dimension, guys. Bye.
Yeah, Codi would just be like, absolutely not. And I'm not like...
And it came down to that because Marcus is such a good friend, he'd stop that.
All right. And with that, Aidan has gotten himself in quite the pickle. Can he make it out? Will Codi figure out what is going on with the disappearing students? Can Devil survive a getting glomped yet again as Marcus? Tune in next time on V is for Going Viral. End of part 2. Thank you for listening to this episode of the Mysteries Unknown podcast. The background music you hear is from the official City of Mist soundtracks made by Son of Oak Studios. The content warning at the beginning was done by Ryan Bravo of Odd Loot. Any other characters and content mentioned on here belong to the rightful creators and owners. My name is Hunter the MC, and join me next time as we investigate the City of Mist.